Evening. Oops. I need to get myself straightened up here. I'm just a little behind on that part, but pretty much ready on all other parts. So, I hope y'all are doing great today. Pop over here and hopefully, hi Mona, hi Miranda. So glad y'all are here. I'm gonna see if my laptop act like it's supposed to this evening. I've got 2 awesome projects ready. So I'm excited. I am so happy to be here, and I'm glad y'all are here, and I'm sure there'll be some more joining us in a moment. And so glad y'all are here. Oopsie, I've got my sound up. I gotta turn it down here. Yeah, gotta keep the sound down. Drown myself out. Hey, Marissa. Marissa is my granddaughter. She's done Facebook Live with me before. It's been a good while. She needs to come over and stamp with Mimi. Don't you think, Rissa-Roo? So, anyway, Rissa, this is Miranda, and that's Mona. I know you can't see them, but, you know, I introduced you. Anyway, so, I hope y'all are doing great this evening. Let's go ahead and get started because I want to get everything done that I have planned for us. This first card, we are going to be using Floral Essence. Hi, Gloria. We'll be using this stamp and the leaf. And we're going to use the leaf punch that goes with it, and the perennial essence punch that goes with the flower there. This is a leaf punch that we've had, and it just happens to match up with our leaf here. That's awesome. And we are going to be using a big thank you for the thank you, and well said for thoughtful, kind, generous, that's you. Hi, Kayla. Glad you joined us. Yay. Anyway, plus we are using layering circles. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I have got my circles already out. Those go together. These go together. These go together. But what I want to show y'all first, I have got my well, I know what it's called, but for the life of me, of course, I can't think of it right this moment. Well, why would I? Anyway, I've got it off. I'm going to show you why. Let me move this right here. This first card we're making is called Diagonal Fold. And you can use, it makes 2 out of one 8.5 by 11-inch cardstock. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to score on our cardstock. We're going to lay it this away, and we're going to score at the, this way we're scoring at the 5.5, like this. And this way we are scoring at the 4.25. That's just like a regular A2 card. Now, from here, now I'm not going to do this. I'm just going to show you how to do this because I've already done this, because it takes me a few minutes because I have to get my head really down here and line this all up. But I'm just going to tell you how to do it. What you're going to do is you're going to take your cardstock and you're going to line up this corner right down here, that point, and with your groove in your cutter right there, and this point in the groove in the cutter, and then you're going to cut all the way down, and that cuts your cardstock in 2. And once you do that, this is how it looks right here. See, this is the magic of live. Hey, Johanna. I'm so glad you're here. Anyway, this is how it's going to look when you cut it, this right here, in two, from here to here. This is what it's going to look like. And this is why it's called a diagonal fold. Now I'm going to throw that one over there. Like I said, it makes two, but we're going to make one because I made two whenever I was practicing this, because one of them I thought, I don't really like that one. So let's use the other piece and I'll make another one. The thing is I'm hoping that these are more straight. That's the thing with it. You've got to get it straight from here to here for it to work. Then you take excuse me, you take some DSP right here. I don't need that piece. And you lay it on here. And what you want to do is, this piece right here is going to go this way. So you want this corner here. So you want to cut from this corner to this corner, because if you cut from this corner to this corner, how do I know? I did that. It doesn't work. You got to cut from this corner to this corner. We're going to line it up in the groove here and get it nice and straight in the groove, just like that. I'm going to pull this up, and of course I moved it. Why would I not? So let's see if we can try this again. Let's get that in lined up with that groove. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from right here and go this way. Then I'm going to pull it this way. That gives you two pieces. And all you need is one of these. You don't need both pieces. That's why it's the beauty of having two. You can make two cards out of, use this on two different cards like this. This piece right here is what I cut to go in the center. This one is, these are both cut at 4 and 5 and a, no, let me think. I think I'm wrong. Looking at the wrong thing. These are cut at, yeah, these are cut at 5 1/4 by 4. Let me measure this to make sure I'm telling you all right. I am just, yeah, 5 1/4 by 4. And then you cut it the diagonal from here to here for it to fit on the front of your card. And then this piece just goes right in here and gives you decorative. Now, the YouTube channel that I watched, I cannot remember her name. She put white on the inside, but I wanted, she used Whisper White as her layer, but I wanted some of our DSP in there because I thought it looked really, really cute and have more color to it. And it's a lot, you get a big border around this with this here. This one creases this way, this one creases that way, and see, it didn't cut real straight because it wants to overlap. I am not going to fret that too much because that means the other one is not going to overlap like that. Yeah, it is. Oh well, that's all right. That's all right. I am not going to fret that either. Then we're going to take this piece right here. We're going to use our liquid glue. We're going to put a little bit of glue. And we don't want to go wild with this glue. Hi, Erin. Glad you're here. Yay. You don't want to go wild because you don't want it squishing out the sides and getting on everything. You know, I'm good at that. And you wouldn't believe I had to wash my hands. I mean, wash my hands to get all the glue off whenever I made my samples on this. And then what we're going to do, we're going to lay it this way because we want this butted up against this fold right here, this crease. And we want it butted up against the bottom, which is the beauty of using liquid glue, because you can scooch it around to get it how you want it. Ta-da! Now, as it makes this nice little border here. Now, she took some Whisper White and came down through here and made her a white border down through here, but I tried that. Hi, Susan. Glad you joined us. And it didn't look good. I didn't line it up right. I didn't do something right. It just didn't look as good as hers, and I thought, I'm not doing it. So that's why I used the other one and did the other and made another one. The other one I had cut instead of saving it to use here. Okay, now what we're going to do is this is our Whisper White thick. We're going to put our sentiment on. Did I put a sentiment on this? I don't think I did. I think I just put one on the front. Anyway, this one is 4 by 2 3/4. That goes on the inside here, like this. And these right here, we're going to, I'm going to put this up here because if I don't, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to stamp on this with my thank you. And we're going to be stamping with Early Espresso here for the thank you. And it doesn't matter how it goes on here because we are going to use the Big Shot and cut it out anyway. So it doesn't have to be straight or anything because it's going to be cut out in a circle. So we're going to lay that aside. Then we're going to take our So Saffron. We're going to take some So Saffron and we're going to we are going to stamp 2 of our flowers here. Now, see how the punch goes this way? So we're going to be putting it up this way. So we want 1 petal that way, and we want 2 petals down this way when we stamp it, so that it will go into the punch the correct way. So we're going to do that right there. Now, what we're going to do is take this piece of So Saffron, and we are going to ink up. We're going to stamp off twice, and we're going to stamp on. We're going to ink up again. We're going to stamp off twice, and we're going to turn it, and we're going to stamp on. This one got a little light, but you know, that's okay. It's fine. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. It doesn't matter. Then we are going to take our inside piece, this one right here, and we're going to ink up, and we're just going to stamp off and then do a stamp on. And ooh, that did not stamp good at all. Let's see if I can line it up. Not too bad. It's a little shifted, but it's not too bad. So then we're going to turn it and we're going to stamp this direction. It looks good. I think I like that better than what I did before. Okay, now our envelope, we have to stamp our envelope. Now I'm going to stamp off twice before I stamp my envelope. That way it's not going to be as bold on the envelope. But it looks fine just like this. And we'll make sure you turn it and stamp it that way. Ta-da! I just love this stamp. I love how it stamps. Just love it. When you do it on the So Saffron, you've got your color there for your flower. And you don't have to color it. Love it. I love it. Now then, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our punch and we're going to punch these out real quick. Doesn't take just a moment. Just get it in here, line them up. See what I mean about lining it up like that? Because there's our single and there too. Punch it. Scooch it over this way. You always want some extra here to hang on to. That's why I punched them both on the same piece of cardstock. That way I've got something to hang on to get it into the punch. Because if you don't, then you're going to have this right here with nothing to hang on to. And then you can't get it lined up like you want it. Okay? So that, go over yonder in the trash. Now then, we are going to take... Okay, let me get my stamp pad closed. Well, hi Anita, glad you're here. We'll stamp our inside sentiment in just a moment because I want to go ahead and get my leaves stamped. We are going to stamp those on this piece of old olive, and we're going to stamp them in pear pizzazz. You know how I am about my pear pizzazz. And note, that's not what I was going to do either. Let me take that back. I'm using this old olive for something else. Let me get some pear pizzazz. Yep, I thought I was totally ready. Thought I had everything I needed, and of course, there's going to be something I'm going to forget every time. Anyway, here we are. Here's some pear pizzazz. And we're going to stamp our leaves on here in our pear pizzazz. Just like this. Then I'm going to flip it over since this is a smaller piece and hope that there's plenty of room here. And that one's a little lighter on, a little funky right there on that leaf. That's fine because leaves are not perfect. You know what I'm saying? When you grow them, they're not perfect, so that will be fine. But see, still you want something to hang on to. So we're going to cut this, we're going to punch this leaf out right here. Just like that. Then we're going to flip it around and we're going to punch this leaf out right here. The same way. So, these are awesome. I'm so glad this leaf punch matches. Look at there, I can't get it lined up like I want it. And because it gives you the opportunity, you don't have to fussy cut this leaf. I mean, can you imagine trying to fussy cut down between these leaves? And I got that off center, but that's okay. It's leaves. But you know, and then this little stem, man, I'd cut that stem off right and left, I am sure. Okay, we're going to set that right there, because now we're going to go ahead and we are going to get our big shot over here, and we are going to start cutting circles. Yeah, ready. We're going to start with thank you. It's going to be cut. Okay, see there, it wants to scoot. Then we're going to take this right here, this piece, and we're going to cut us a circle this size. Now then, let me think. See, we need a circle this size. That's not going to work, but we want to. Let's go ahead and do this. I know this is going to cut off some of this daisy, but that's okay. I'm not concerned. We're going to do those, and then we'll finish up the next go around maybe. Alright, let's go ahead and roll this baby through. Okay. See, that didn't cut off too awful much of it, but that's how I wanted it. So that works just like I wanted it. Here's this circle. That's going to go behind our thank you circle. Okay. Now then, we want a whisper white circle this size, and it should fit. It should. I hope it does. Then we're going to take this piece of oat olive and we're going to put this circle here because we want one this size, and then we want one this size right here, so we're going to stick that one right there. And now then, we're going to cut these circles out. And then we will be through with the big shot work. And we'll get it out of the way. Alright. Set her back over here where she belongs. And here's all of our dies. We're going to lay them up here out of the way where I won't lose any of them. Because yes, I have done that. Okay, that goes with that. This goes with this. We've got this goes with this right here. Now then, what we are going to do is we're going to take some liquid glue and we're going to start attaching here. I'm going to attach this. Whoopsie, look at what I did. I just dribbled glue on my grid paper. Now it's everything's going to stick to it. And that dots of glue right there. Alright. Sit. I doubled glue right there. I'm going to have to get me a scrap piece of paper and put over the top of it. That right there. Then this right here. And look at there. It's fixing to just pour right out of it. What's going on with it? Let me see. Let me just grab me a piece of this right here. I'm going to set that on top of that. That might be in my way, but maybe not. Maybe it won't get in my way too much. Alright, now then, we are going to take our flowers, our daisy, and we're going to put it together with a glue dot. I'm just going to take a glue dot. We're going to stick it to the back here. We're going to cut it, going to these in this direction like this. Then we're going to take us a glue dot, and we are going to attach our leaves to the back of our daisy. Oopsie, sticking to my finger. Let go. Alrighty. See, where do I want it? I think let's put that one right there. And then we're going to take this one and do it the same way. And maybe it won't stick to my finger this time. I'm watching what I'm doing. And we're going to take this one and we're going to pull it down just a little right here. Now, we're going to get us some dimensionals. Oopsie, never mind. Let me get this first. I've got to attach this. Let's get us some liquid glue on here. And let's attach this because I want it attached right here on our circle. And then we're going to do our dimensionals. That right there. Ta-da! Like that, right there. Now we're going to do dimensionals. We are going to lay our card down. And this piece right here, we want it to overlap some over here. So what I'm going to do with my dimensionals is I'm just going to put some over here on this side right here. So I want them this way because I want my leaves sticking up. Turn it over. Let's start right here. And I'm just going to go around some with my dimensionals. I know I think I have to have a dozen. Yeah, I love these things. Okay, and we're going to attach that. I'm going to go ahead and attach that because then I'll know where I want to put everything else. Put these backings up there out of the way. Oopsie. I'll clean that up whenever I'm through. Okay, so this is going to go right here. Now, the YouTube channel that I watched, she had her sentiment on the big one. Then she had something like this on the small one, and then she had, excuse me, she used flowers too, and she had a flower stamped on this one. She had something like this on this one, but I did it this way because I wanted to use this. Thank you. All right, now then, this piece here is going to be attached over here, and I'm not going to use this many. I just have to squeeze in my dimensionals right here. And this piece is going to slip up under here, and then it's going to attach. Uh-oh. I put one too far over, so we're going to have to scooch over a little bit. Whoops, I didn't scooch over the right way, did I? Now this piece, I'm going to put my dimensionals on this side because it's going over here. And how it's going to go over here is going to go on top of these two. So my dimensionals are going on this side right here. So we're going to start right there. And I'm not sure how many I need to use since I've messed this up right here, because I'm going to have to come over here a little closer to grab that. And okay, there it went. Now, this is under there. That's right there. This is right here. This is going to go just like this. Now, we're taking some of this awesome braided linen trim. We're going to make us a bow out of it. My bows here lately have been doing pretty good. I surprise myself sometimes. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. I hit the glue dots. There they are. Alright, I'm going to take a glue dot. I'm going to roll it. I just want it rolled long ways. I'm going to attach it to the back of my bow right there. It doesn't want to come off my finger. There it goes. I'm going to do another one because I want to make sure it stays good. So I'm going to... Boy, that rolled out long, real long. So I'm going to bend it over a little bit. Get it stuck to the back of my bow. We're going to bring this bow like right here. Oops. Right there. And then we're going to take our ribbon snips, if I can find them. And we're going to snip some of this off. And it does better if you do it at an angle. I found out if I did it straight across, it kind of just wanted to shreddy like. I thought, oh, I didn't know it'd do that. Okay, now then, we will get, let me stamp the rest of this. I need to finish stamping before I do anything else, don't I? Alrighty. I gotta make sure I've got this. Okay. Now, our inside sentiment, I think it may be crooked. I knew it was gonna be crooked. I thought I had it on the block right, and then I thought, no, I think it's crooked just a little way, and I couldn't remember which way it was a little crooked. I guess it's a little crooked this way. Anywho's, it still looks fine. Still looks fine. It's going to go in this middle here. Let's get some glue on the back of it. And we'll have this one ready. Ooh, look at that glue. Yep, yep, yep. And this card will be ready. Look at there. Now, she had hers so decorated because she used a piece of Whisper White as her big piece, and she decorated it all up. But when I use DSP, I want some DSP on the inside. I just can't help myself. Yeah, just can't help myself. Alrighty. So, we've got to get this where it goes like this and like that. Now, I cannot, for the life of me, get it to stay down. That's the best I've had one stay down. This is the first one I made with the white border. See, it's just not. I cut it the wrong way. I glued it the wrong way. I did something the wrong way. Hi, Laquita. I'm so glad you're here. Yay. And hey, Carrie. So, anyway, there's that one. And then here's the other one I made out of the other piece of paper. And this piece of paper here was not cut good. But I think everything turned out pretty good. And it's been laying like this for so long. And then this little part of the daisy caught this. And this one has been staying closed really good. But anywho's, there is this card and our envelope. So there is our first card. Let's see. Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Alrighty, I'm going to lay that right there because we're going to jump right on into our other card. And let me move some of this stuff. Okay, now this other card is double fun fold card. That's what it's called. For a moment, I could not remember what it was called. It's called double fun fold card. And I folded it 2 different ways, and it makes it look totally different, but still the same. On the front, it looks just the same, but then it doesn't when you open it. This is really a fun faux card, I'm telling you. Okay, we are going to start with the regular way to fold it. Oh my goodness, I have got everything just piled up here. We are using some soft seafoam. I have not used this enough. I love this color, and I just have not used it enough. And I thought, oh, it's going to be perfect for this card right here. And that's what I'm going to use. Our background is going to be basic black. And I need to get my trimmer because we're going to have to be trimming. We don't have to be scoring on this. I'm going to have to put my score thing back, my blade back on. Just give me just a second here. I have to get this back on. I don't want to get my, I always have a time with this. Alrighty, it comes off easy if I'm not on camera. You know what I'm saying? Everything is easy when you're not on camera. Alrighty. That is not going to come off. Let's just pop this on. I usually like it on this side of my blade, but I'm just going to put it on this side right now. Okay. Because I tend to more easily grab this one to score with because I'm so used to it being there. Our basic black is 6 1/4, 6 1/4, 6 1/4 by 5 1/2, and we're going to scoot this 6 1/4 side here up here, and we're going to score it at 2 inches. I'm going to get that right on my 2 inches. Okay, and we're going to score that right on that 2 inches right there, just like that. Then we're going to take it, we're going to fold it, and get the bone folder out. Let's rub on that some because I want it to stay down pretty good. Okay, now we're going to take our soft seafoam, which is a regular A2 size card. I guess it's a regular A2 size card. Yeah, no, it is 8 by 5 1/4, and I scored it at 4. So no, it's not a regular A2 size card, Sharon. Shishy. Like, I really know what I'm talking about, huh? Yippee, obviously. We are going to take this, and we're going to do it this way, and we are going to attach this to the back of this card like we are attaching this as a center to this card, like this is going to be a layer. So we're going to go ahead and get that done with our liquid glue. And again, don't get overexcited about it, because if you do, you're going to have glue all over everything. Yeah, I know. I did it. Yippee, I did. So what we want to do, now it's kind of a little bit harder when you got black to get this centered, because it just, I don't know, I always have a harder time with black centering it. But that don't look too bad. Don't look too bad at all. Okay, I'm going to do that right there. Just give it some love and rub. Right there. Okay. Just like that. Just like that. Now then, we are going to see, there's 2 3 1/4 by 2 3/4 pieces of Whisper White. I have 2 3 1/2 by 3 of the basic black. Those are going to go on top of each other, just like this. I have a piece of soft seafoam that's 3 1/4 by 3 3 3/4 by 3 1/4 that this one is going to go on top of. Then we have a piece of Whisper White Thick. This is 5 by 3 3/4. Now this is going to go on the inside of our card right here. And we're going to stamp on it. And we're going to stamp on this. And we're going to stamp on this. And then we're going to put our sentiments on here. Now we are using the Woven Heirlooms stamp set. And the Hold On to Hope. The Hold On to Hope, we're using this piece right here. This is going to be our background decoration. And then our Woven Heirlooms, this Prayers and Heartfelt Sympathy are with you and your family is going to go on the front of our card. And then Thinking of You is going to go on the inside of our card. It's going to go on one of these and the other's going to go on this one right here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our stamping first. And we're going to start out with our soft seafoam. We're going to use Tuxedo Black also. Let me count this glue. It's probably my fault it's doing all the crazy things. I'm leaving it uncapped here. Let's move this right here over here out of our way. Now then, we're going to start and we're going to, I am going to try not to get ink all over my stamp like I did for one of my samples because I got it on my card right here. Let me give me a piece of paper towel and swipe that and maybe I can keep it from getting on here. All right, this one we're going to put right there. And you know what I did? I meant to stamp off and then stamp on because I don't want it real dark. So we're going to stamp off and then we're going to stamp on. That's the beauty of having two sides. So we're going to do the same thing with these pieces right here. We're just going to stamp off, stamp on, stamp off, stamp on. Just want a light background. Nothing that's hollers, look at me, look at me. Just, you know, something light. That you know there's something there, but it's just not screaming out at you. And it just softens the background, gives it a little color, and your sentiments are still going to be the center stage here. Alrighty. Let's find our envelope. What did I do with our envelope? Here's our envelope right here. We're going to do the same thing with our envelope. We're going to stamp off, and we're not going to stamp as big of a stamp on. Okay? Like that with our envelope right there. Now then, we're going to start putting things together. So, the first thing, well, no, we're not either. I take that back. I'm pulling that back in. We're not going to start putting things together yet. We're going to do the rest of our stamping. That's what we're going to do. Let me move this stamp out of the way. We don't want to accidentally stamp with that one. Okay. Envelope needs to be moved. This right here. Tuxedo Black. Okay. To just stamp right in the middle. Ah, that looks so good. I think that looks so good. Okay. Now, we're going to take our other piece and we're going to stamp up our other sentiment. Let me make sure I've got it going the right direction. All I need to do is have it upside down, which I've done. Let's see if I've got this straight. I hope I have it straight. Ah, yes, pretty straight. Pretty straight. Yay! Now then, we're going to put together. We're going to start with this piece right here. We're just going to take our liquid glue. We're going to attach this to this right here. Just like this. Okay. I've got glue stuck to the top of it. Yuck. And we're going to attach this to this basic black. Now, look how that basic black just makes that just pop right out there. Doesn't that not look good? I love it. I love it. I do, I do. And we're going to attach our basic black to our soft seafoam here, just like this. Right there. Then we're going to attach this to our basic black. Like that right there. Ta-da! Now, what we are going to do is take this right here, and I want to burnish this really good because I really want this to lay down as best I can get it to lay down. And what let's do this one too. What we are going to do is we're going to lay this right here. It's got a little fuzzies on the end. I'm going to lay this right here. I'm going to say, okay, that looks pretty good. Then this is going to go on top of this. So what we're going to do first is lay this down. I'm going to seat it. This is about the middle ways anyway. So that looks good. And see what this extra layer does for you? It covers that totally. And all you need is glue on this side. Right here. Center it. And there you have your card. See? It opens this away. And then thinking of you. And then you have plenty of room to write in here after you put your Whisper White piece in here. Hey, Jessie. Hi, Shelly. Start over, Shelly. I can't start over. Silly. Have you been outside feeding Tommy? Is that why you're late? Hey or nay? So glad y'all are here. Yay. See what time it is. Oh, it's almost time, but I'm going to show y'all the other direction this can go. Look at this right here. Is that not awesome? I love that. I love that. Now we're going to make this very same card, but we're going to make it in a different direction. Very same. Just this, everything is going to be the same, except a different direction. And we're going to stamp everything just like it. Okay, we're going to crease our basic black. Our soft seafoam this time is 10.5 by 4, and it's I creased it at 5 1/4. Okay, just like that right there. This goes on our inside. Oopsie, let me close that really quick. This is our same pieces, just like we had before. We're going to go ahead and do our stamping on these, just like we did before. Here and here. We're going to use our soft seafoam. This stamp. And you know, it doesn't matter what direction you go on here. You can go upside down, you can go sideways, you can go in any direction. And the inside and the front piece do not have to be the same. You know, it doesn't matter. It's ever how you want your background to look. Look at there, I got a piece of something on there. Now I'm going to get that right there. There's one. It's like I got glue or something on my thumb here. It's wanting to stick to everything. I probably do. Just making sure I stamp off. Oops, I think I swapped my pinky into the... Now, there's that one. Now, what have I got on my envelope? Let me take my shirt and see if I can pull that off. Okay, whatever it was, I got whatever, some of it off anyway. Okay, stamp it off. Stamp some of it right there. I'm going to stamp it off, and look at there. Well, at least that's the back. Whatever it is I've got on there right now. That's the back. Okay. This is the one I just made. This one is going to go. I can't remember. Let me. It's a bad one. I can't even remember what I've just done. Oh well. Okay. Now, let's close this up. And let's get our pieces here. Let's get our memento up here. And we're going to... Okay. Ink this up. Right in the middle. Ta-da! Does that not look good? I just love it. I think it looks awesome. And that little bit light stamped off, stamped on soft seafoam, because soft seafoam is a light color anyway. Just looks good behind this black, and it's not overpowering the black whatsoever. Now then, what we're going to do with this one, we're going to go ahead and put these pieces together real quick. That way they're done and ready to attach when we get to that step. So, okay. I have a very dear friend. He is an awesome, awesome Christian. I call him a young man because he's younger than me. You fell asleep, Jesse. I'm sorry. Oh, Shelly, it's hot here too, but I'm sure it's a whole lot hotter out there. Anyway, his name is Bill, and he's been having some health problems, and he's been having some problems with his thyroid, and they gave him medication, and it did horrible things to his body. I mean, to the point he couldn't walk, he couldn't stand up, he swelled up, he couldn't eat, he couldn't swallow. It was horrific. And God directed him to Huntsville. He had went to Birmingham, and they couldn't help him down there, and we all prayed and prayed that God would send him to the right hospital, and he did. He sent him to Huntsville, which Birmingham is south of Coleman, Huntsville's north of Coleman, so he traveled from Birmingham all the way to Huntsville, sit in their emergency room for 6 hours. No, take that back, 8 hours. Until the doctor got him back there, and he told him he wasn't going home until they figured out exactly what was going on. And it happens that his thyroid is not going to be able to function properly, not even with medication, because medication is going to do the same thing that had already happened to him. So tomorrow morning at 7:30 Central Time, they're taking his thyroid out, and I would so appreciate it, and I know him and his wife would appreciate all the prayers that y'all could send for him and her, for her peace of mind, and the surgeons, that God will guide their hands in this surgery, and that he will have a quick recovery and be okay and be his old self, because oh man, we miss him. We miss him terribly, and I don't like to see anybody sick like that, and it just, the pictures I've seen of him have just broke my heart, because he just, it's not him. And but I know God's got great plans for him, and it's all going to go okay. And I got to scooch this up. I did this totally wrong. This has got to go butt up right up against the edge of this here, and I did it wrong. I've just got to center it, but it's got to butt up against the edge here, like that right there. Yep. Now then, that way this is, yeah, like that. Okay, now, you got my chest here? Anyway, but I know they would covet your prayers, and I would totally appreciate you praying for them. They are a special, special couple in our church, so very godly. And We love them very much. Alrighty, now this piece is going to do the same thing as the other. See, once I get one of them going, I can get the other and just pop it right out. Yep, I can get it done a lot quicker. And see, and this is just going to go right over the top of that. Same card, just opens a different direction. And it just makes it like, oh, you've done. And did you see what I just did? Did you see what I just did? I glued that whole thing. I don't need glue on that whole thing. I just messed that up. I don't want glue on this whole thing. And because Sharon was talking, she put glue on the whole thing. That's what happens when my mouth's going. Now we're going to have to wait to let this dry and hope I can get some of that off. Let me see if I've got anything up here that might take... Oh, never mind. I know exactly what's going to take that off. I know exactly what's going to take care of that. Let me get my bossing buddy. Yeah. Let's do that. Phew. Look at there. Now I got bossing buddy all over me. Excuse me. Let me get me a baby wipe just a moment here. I made a good mess of this time. A really good mess. Okay. Any hoodle doodles, that took care of that problem. Let me go ahead and get this out of the way. Well, what I'll do is I'll just fold it up like that right there. Now then, put my glue right here where it belongs, not where it doesn't. Now then, we are going to look at all the bossing buddy I have got on the front of my card here. Alrighty, I gotta get a paper towel now. I gotta get that off. Phew, got powder everywhere. Everywhere. You know, I wonder if just baby powder would work for this. Because I have baby powder. Okay. Now then, looky here. So there we go. Alright. We went a little bit over, but that's alright. So here is our two cards. This one opens this way. And this one opens this way. I love it. I love it. I love it. Is that not awesome? Woo, woo. Okay. Now then, what did I do with our other card? Sheesh. I laid it somewhere now. I don't know where I laid it. There it is. Here is our other card. Ta-da! Is that not awesome? I just love it. I just love it, love it, love it. Love it. Get the bow out of the way. Let's get that bow coming down. I have to put another glue dot behind that bow so it'll lay down like it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Then, here's the other one. And then the one with the awful white border. Anyway, here we are, guys. That's it for this week. Thank y'all so much for coming. You just don't know how good it makes me feel to see y'all here and commenting and that y'all like what I've done. And I really appreciate it. Now, next week, I don't know. I worked on some just regular cards today that I may do for next week instead of doing fun folds. I feel like I have watched so many videos. I don't know if there's any more I can watch. Our friend Shannon that hops on here, she did an awesome fun fold on her YouTube channel. It was a triangle fun fold that was really awesome. And so, you know, there's some other people that are doing fun folds too, so y'all can go and watch those if you want to. But I think next week we'll probably just be back to regular cards for next week, and I'll just keep hunting for different fun folds. Wednesday, I've got to clean my house because Paper Pumpkin ladies are coming Saturday, and I don't want to them come to my dirty house. So, I don't know if I'll be in my crafty room at all Wednesday. That's why I worked on some stuff this afternoon when I got home from from work. So, I would be prepared with something for next Monday. But I've got 2 really neat cards that I made today that I can show y'all. But anyway, y'all have an awesome week. Stay cool, because I know there's so many places that is so very hot. And, I know that there's heat advisories, so many areas. And don't forget your pets outside. Our babies go out for just a little bit, then we make them come back in because it's so hot. You know, if we can't be out there a long time, they can't either. So, so watch out for your babies when they go outside. I'm talking about fur babies. You know, that's the babies we have at our house right now. It's fur babies. But, and y'all be careful when you go outside. Thank you, Mary. Thank you very much. But anyway, take care of yourselves. Don't get outside and overdo and have a heat stroke. That would be horrid. And, I love you guys. Y'all have a blessed week. And good Lord willing, I'll be right back here next Monday evening, 7 Central. And we'll have a couple of projects, whether it be fun folds or regular cards, but there will be something here that we will work on. I love you guys, and I will see y'all later. Bye.